Hello, CrystalLand21 here, and I have my new project deck. Since my inventories are basically 98% complete, I would say, maybe 99. Basically done. I have like 1, 2, 3, probably 4 cards, maybe 5 to get. And then it's done. It is done. And so I thought to myself, since it's almost done, I'm going to need a new deck. So, what did I do? I looked through my cards, looked through my favorite cards, look at what cards I actually like, what cards artwork I actually like, and I found a deck that I really like. And I am going to show you exactly what it is. I hope you guys enjoy this. I hope you enjoy me. I will be still talking about Infernities. That's not an issue. I just gotta get my computer back so I can start working with everything. My computer is currently with a friend to get fixed by his roommate. So I hopefully will have that back in 2 weeks. Hopefully no more. Maybe a week, depending on if I can when I see him next. So yeah, let's get started. My new deck is Charmers. Like the best unfinished art type out there. This art type right now is currently unfinished. We are still missing so many cards from this. We're missing support for it. We don't have all the monsters out yet. So this deck is still unfinished. It won't be finished till Konami finishes it. But it is still a very interesting concept. It could be, and there's so much that it can actually do right now. I mean, so much it could do. So why don't we just jump right in with the deck? And this deck is set up right now to be facing a crystal. Whoa, sneezing fit. A Crystal Beast deck right now. So that's why the Charmers are set up like they are right now. So we have one Hitai, 3 Lilin, sneezing fit. 3 Azura, 3 Airy, 3 Wayne, or not Wayne, Win. That's it for the Charmers. And we got for the familiar possessed, 1 Hita, 1 Way, 1 Eerie, 1 Azura, and 1 Derek. Then we have this, just because I'm missing my 19 beater that I need to find. I don't know the name of it. It'll be in my next trade binder. Which my posted trade binder I posted up today has a lot of my wants on it. And a lot of them are for this deck, which I'm not really missing too much to make it actually competitive right now. Well, actually I'm missing a lot to make it competitive, just because there isn't anything to make this deck competitive right now. But I have an idea which I will talk about. Next we have Valor, Scrap Golem. This I will have a Mat C in here, but right now this is to replace a Ear Golem, the Moving Fortress. I need one of those. I lost mine, so. Next we have 3 Blizzard Princess. This will be going to 2 when I get more of my actual deck going. Next we have 2 Dragonic Knight. This is very good. Just because there are so many monsters out there right now that are just destroying and selecting targets. It's really good right now. At least for this deck. I don't know, it's probably not going to be splashable and everything, but it's also a nice 29. Same with Princess. So easy to get out. A nice level 9. Next we have 3 book of something. It's the book that flip summons a face down monster. I need 3 of them. That is on my want list in my last trade binder that I posted up today. I need these like now, like yesterday, just because this is the card that makes this deck go. It makes every play possible. 1 goes Sark, 2 1 days apiece. Very good card for this, just because when you activate 1 day, your opponent's not likely to attack you. Then Pod Duality. I need another Pod Duality. So yeah. Next we got Monster Reborn, 2 MST, 1 Heavy, 1 Dark. Then Travis, Dark Bribe, and Mirror Force. I will be changing quite a few cards. Now, I will be having Waboku in this deck instead of Mirror Force, and there's very good reasons for it. 1, it doesn't really do exactly what Mirror Force does, but it stops your opponent from destroying your monsters, which is what I need. 2, it is less likely to get negated. That is the main reason why I will be choosing to run Waboku, because I cannot have my stuff negated. I cannot have that Waboku negated. That is in the story. It's just, yes, it'd be nice to have them negate it so I don't have to worry about it, but I just can't have Waboku negated. Just because it allows me to do so many plays. So, yeah. It also helps me last a few more turns to draw. I just can't have that Waboku negated, and it's not really likely to be negated. Next, let's go over an Esther deck. I don't really have one. If I did, it would be 2 Alchemist Magician, 3 Utopias, a Zen Maze, then a number 17 with a Tempest Magician, and a Hyper Librarian, and maybe a Lava Chain. That's really it. For the extra deck, or side deck is very important. We have 3 Derek, the Dark. Like I said, it's set up to face a Dark, or a Crystal Beast deck, so he's not running any Dark monsters, so I don't have to worry about it. So, that's in the side deck. Then 2 Hitas, or Hita. Well, it'll be Hitas, but yeah, just because no fire monsters, then the only reason I put 1 in there is because he's just my favorite charmer, and also Esther deck, there's a lot of fire type, I've noticed. Same with wind and water. There's a lot of Esther deck cards that are that attribute. But now I want to talk about what this deck would actually need to be competitive. For this deck to be actually competitive, it needs 2 to 3 things. 3. Well, let's start with the first one. First one, we need the Familiar Possessed for Lilith. Why? Because there's so many light cards out right now, and oh my God, we need it so bad. Also, to search, we need a search card. I mean, Familiar Possessed Derek only searches for a Lilith, level 3 or 4 dark, or level 3 or 4 light monster. None of the other Familiar Possessed has that effect upon summon. So we need something to search. And thirdly, we need an extra deck card, whether it be a Synchro or an Exceed. I have made an Exceed card. Not just like actually made. I drew this. I know it's not 100% as good as these, but it's all right. Now, the effect is right here. Some of the wording's off, but I'll just read it. Alright, so the name is Sora, the Charmed Sorcerer. Now, it is a light rank 3 monster. Requires 1 Charmer and 1 monster. So, it works for Charmers. It only can be used by Charmers. It's not really that broken because to get off a Charmer, I mean, yeah, you can just summon a monster and then seed into it with just the Charmers. You can do that. But that's not really the point of the Charmers. The point of the Charmers is to take your opponent's monster and use that. The Nest effect is, the effect is, when this card is XYZ summoned, you can add 1 Charmer monster from your deck to your hand. When there is a Charmer monster, I don't know what they call it, but it's when a Charmer monster is an XYZ material to this card, Charmer monsters you control cannot be destroyed by battle. Once per turn, you can detach 1 XYZ material to add 1 normal spell card from your deck to your hand. Now, that is a very long effect. 2, I don't think that is a very broken effect. I think it's actually a fairly balanced effect, because you're weighing options to summon it versus use your opponent's monster or get out a monster, exceed with it. And Charmers are actually a very easy deck to fix. All you have to do is just keep attacking the monsters. If you keep destroying their monsters, not allowing us to flip them and get their effect off, you will win. Now, my deck works without relying on that. I can, thanks to Blizzard Princess, I have the ability to actually attack with my own monsters, not trying to take them and do all that stuff. But, and the attack and defense is 1,500 attack and 2,500 defense. It's basically 1,000 more than these. That is it. Now, if you guys think that's like 100% busted and broken, think about this. For a Charmer deck to actually work, this is about how many monsters you have to have. Because, yes, you can make 1 element Charmer deck and still use the card. But when you do that, you're focusing more on the elemental part and not the charmer, so you would only use it to add one normal spell card to your hand. And that really, I mean, yeah, that could be a big problem. But it's just, you have to have so many charmers in a charmer deck to make it actually work. To me, that card, that XYZ, it's either something like that. If there's just something like that card to where we can get a search, to where we can protect them, something like that, then this deck would actually become fairly good. I think with just that one XYZ, Charmers would actually probably become one of the top tier decks. Not broken, because Effect Veiler is still a card. It can be Matt sees a card. There's just so many other cards out there that could easily stop it. I mean, the Charmers don't have any special spell cards. They have the Spiritual Art Traps that allow you to tribute you tribute one wind to return one opponent's card to the bottom of their deck. So, and you have to tribute a natural monster for that. But in the end, Charmers are going to be a very fun deck to use. There's a few cards I gotta get before I can actually do a lot of stuff with it. So please trade me for it. I got some more cards today, just a few. I will be posting a new updated trade binder tomorrow or later tonight, depending on how late I stay up. But in the end, Charmers are a good deck. They just need some skill. They need a skilled player to make the deck. That's really it. I'm not saying there aren't any skilled players out there. I don't think anyone has actually tried to make a really good Charmer deck. I don't think anyone says taking this deck seriously. That's all I do. I take the deck seriously. If I play a deck, I want the deck to win and win consistently. So, this is going to be my new challenge. I hope you will enjoy, and I hope you will comment on Sora the Charm Sorcerer, and tell me if you think that card, if that's like 100% that'll be a broken card, it'd be ruin the meta or anything like that. Anything of the sort, please comment down below. I would really like to know if you think that card would be too broken to exist, because I really don't. And if you do, tell me what you think would, because I already told you, what we need is, first off, we need the last familiar possessed. We need a search to be able to search for Charmers. And we need a way to protect the Charmers. Those are the three things that we need to be able to actually have a good deck. Yes, we have cards like Safe Zone. We have cards that can do that stuff. But those cards can be easily taken out with MST. Now, be able to have a monster that will protect them, that's another story. This is Chris21. I hope you enjoyed. Peace.